Hello and welcome to Xena Warrior Podcast Minisodes. My name is Vera and I'm joined as always by my two celebratory co-hosts.
Hello.
Woo! Katie.
Yay.
And
I already said hi.
Yeah, and Livy.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're celebrating because
Celebrate.
it's
Good times.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Wow, yeah. We're celebrating because it's a special date, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a round number, that kind of anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the 25th?
It's- wait.
Is it silver?
I don't know. But I was going to say, flashback to 10 years ago, and then 10 years ago, and then
And
5
then
years
5 years
ago.
And then another 5.
And then you get the premiere of Xena Warrior
Yeah.
Princess.
It's the 25th anniversary of Xena Warrior Princess premiering on television. Season
Yeah.
1, Sins of the Past, September 4th, 1995.
And it's
go
pretty
back.
crazy to think about because I realized that I was watching it then. I saw that.
I wasn't.
I don't
as we
remember
all
seeing
know.
it, but I saw it. And
Like,
that's
you
nuts
don't know,
for me.
you know it was, you watched it live? The premiere?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I watched all of Xena.
You loved the gauntlet, so you were there.
I was there.
You were
for
Right,
it.
there
that's
for
right.
Yeah,
You
and it was,
were
and if it aired right after
excited.
Hercules for me, I was there because it's like coming up. You know,
Not-
they advertised the shit out of that.
Yeah, not the 25th anniversary of the character, but the show
Right.
itself.
Were people celebrating the 25th anniversary of like the airing of
No.
the first Hercules
that doesn't
episode
make
starring
sense.
Xena?
No.
Maybe some people were.
You're right. Some people might have.
Yeah, we are gonna be talking about Xena, which
Right.
we sometimes do now.
Sometimes.
We used to do it all the time, but now we do it once in a while.
Well, we finished the show.
We did, yeah. Yeah, if you're a new listener, you can go back and listen to it all. There's a lot.
Hopefully that's what new people are doing.
Yeah, I mean, I know they are. I know. So by the time they get to this, it's going to be like
Yeah.
way later for them.
Yeah, because there's 4 years worth of podcasts to listen to.
That's pretty nuts.
Literally.
It really is incredible. That's
Yeah.
a lot of podcasting.
Our
Wow.
4-year anniversary.
Whoa!
Oh, coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah. Oh God, don't even talk
I'm
about
not.
it. Whew.
I'm not.
Well, all right. So before we get to our discussion about Xena and the 25 things,
Right.
that
We
wanna
are
talk about
celebrating
it.
the 25th anniversary of Xena Warrior Princess, and we will be doing what?
We're talking about like the 25 moments that we came up with in a rapid fire.
Yeah.
Like 25 moments you can think of.
Well, not
Xena.
moments,
Not
just
moments.
things.
Well, yeah,
Favorite
things.
Xena
Favorite things. Yes, exactly. That's what we're going to be
Just a
talking about.
smorgasbord of our 25 favorite things, generally speaking.
Yeah. But before we get to our Xena celebration, I want to talk about a really cool thing that we were a part of that you can also be a part of, audience who were not a part of it. The other night,
Yeah, literally
Last night.
Literally last night.
Like, we still feel it.
So,
Yeah, we were a part of this wonderful thing that Penny from Xena Retreat orchestrated with my partner Amanda, aka friend of podcast Amanda. The Xena Mixology 101, I don't know, class, presentation.
class, yeah.
Yeah.
It was certainly the most fun class any of us have ever been to.
This is so true. It beats the class I did in NYU where I did a puppet show. This is way better, yeah.
What was that for?
That was
City planning?
I
Philosophy?
don't remember, but it was literally to get a science credit.
Oh my god, what?
A puppet show for
I
science
did
credit?
a puppet show
I
as
have
my
so
final.
many questions.
Yeah, and I
I
recently
had an odd
found those
science
puppets.
credit.
Yeah,
It was journalism.
I did journalism, and
yes.
yeah, journalism was one of mine too.
The
Yep.
science of journalism.
And I spent it like mapping out my first vid that I did.
I think it is a social science, so those count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we digress. This is a what is it? Chemistry? What do we do? What kind of
Sure.
science is
Yeah.
mixing a drink?
Yeah, chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yes, that's what
mixed
we
with
did.
Potions.
Yeah.
Advanced potions.
Correct.
So we did this yesterday, and it was amazing. It was supposed to be like 2 hours.
Yep, it was supposed
ended
to be
up
2.
being like 4 hours
Almost 4,
long. We did it over Zoom and Facebook Live.
Everybody made 10 drinks.
Yeah, everybody.
Some people drink 10 drinks.
Yup, when they're feeling it today. And there were ingredient lists available, and there was like the way you make it. And Amanda looked super cute in her old-timey bartender outfit.
And you had on your Mary Fish
I
drinks
did,
gear.
reppin' the Baby Row drink.
Yeah, that's a spoiler. But I mean, yeah.
sorry.
Yes.
This was like one part learning how to make drinks, and then one part kind of like game show, because everybody was trying to guess from the list of ingredients and the short lecture Amanda would give before each one about the symbolism and the history of the drinks. Like from that, people were guessing which Xena character the drink was in honor of, and some people were really good guessers. I must say, I was very impressed.
Some of our listeners were really good guessers.
Yes.
But it was super fun. I feel like there's going to be probably a part 2 of this, because it was just all the names that were guessed that weren't actually the drinks. And Amanda did such an incredible job at being our wonderful bartender. So if you guys missed out on that, we did sort of we tweeted about it beforehand. So if you guys didn't participate but would love to check this out, it is available, the whole video, and I think a PDF of all the cocktails and ingredients that you need on the Xena Retreat Facebook page.
Yes.
So you can check that out and go through the 900 comments or whatever. Oh man, some people were like in comment jail because they were having so much fun, and Facebook is a poop.
I know. That was a bummer. Yeah. Go check it out. And also, even if you do not drink, there were non-alcoholic cocktails too. So go check it out.
Yeah, and there were options to not include some spirits into the alcoholic ones, even to make them non-alcoholic.
Which was your favorite drink, guys?
Ooh, they were all very good. And they were very different, which
good,
makes it hard to kind of choose specifically. I love the Jungle Bird.
Jungle Bird really was
one of my favorite
so
drinks, generally speaking.
Katie and the Tiki, OTP.
I loved the spicy pomegranate margarita. Was that? No, it wasn't a margarita, was it?
It was.
It was. Oh, right. Yeah. I remember.
Indeed.
Yeah. The schooling about that. Yes. That was really good. Mainly because I was the one who was infusing the tequila overnight.
Right.
I felt responsible for that.
It was very good.
Nice. Your contribution.
Yeah.
I liked the fig, the muddled.
Oh yeah, the muddled fig. Oh, and the
basil
gablet.
Drink. Yes, and I think everybody's favorite is a drink called the gablet.
For the gablet, yes, that's
we should be bottling that.
Yeah, we should.
That's going to be our new entrepreneurial scheme.
Yeah. I feel like someone was asking about like how to order at a bar. Obviously, you can't because it is an Amanda creation based on a gimlet. But I feel like if you look for a drink with like gin and elderflower, you'll be in the right direction.
Yeah.
Gin, elderflower, cucumber.
Yeah, but I mean, there was, once you get into specifics of spirits, it's like there really is a difference between the Hendrix gin and then the like Bombay Sapphire that we used. So it's Katie knows that about rums, right? You can't just have a rum to make good tiki stuff.
No, they're different.
You have to have all gazillions of them.
Yeah, we have a lot of rum in here.
Well, it really was an education. I feel like even though, in our household, we already know quite a bit about drinks, just making that many at once and, having all the tasting side by side. It really does, expand your palate.
And I liked all the history that Amanda kind of brought into it.
You guys,
it was really cute.
If you haven't seen it, just wait for the wasp facts.
Oh my god, the wasp fig. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, guys, wasp, fig, OTP. That's all we have to say.
That was the deepest of dives, and it was so rewarding.
Yeah. And then, Liv, you did an incredible job with the camera work.
Oh, yeah.
Just shout out to Liv here.
That's right. I was, getting my, we were always talking about how we went to film school, so I felt I had to actually do something to prove this.
To prove it, yeah. So if you haven't, if you weren't there with us yesterday, you can join us virtually whenever, because it's a video now that you can have. So that was us drinking Xena drinks, and now we're going to talk about Xena well, not drinking anything because we're freaking much recovering.
Coffee.
We're
aspirin and coffee, baby, with a little water on the side. Crazy.
Ooh, what drink is that? Who does that remind you of? Ooh.
Xena. Regretting everything.
Yeah.
So 25
years
of Xena.
Amazing.
And as always, still relevant. Xena comes up always on lists of things, whether you want her, whether you want it or not. Yeah, there was just recently one of our listeners tweeted a whatever top 10, like I think it was like, I forget the actual name of it, but it was basically like scandalously dressed whatever characters, or like or like objectified characters. It was male and female.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like they had like the guy from Arrow and like Smallville, like shirtless guys.
Oh my god, yes, Clark Kent from Smallville is very objectified.
Yeah. But then it had like, like Wonder Woman and like 7 of 9 and it had Xena on it.
These are all not incorrect.
But we still love them.
We are always looking respectfully.
But it's like still getting on lists,
Yeah. No, but I get it.
I mean, I wish its legacy was a little more than just skimpy outfits.
It is.
Its legacy is like skinny, skimpy outfits, and then also like it wasn't actually gay. The list.
That is a bad list.
We're doing what we can to try to expand.
I hope so.
The knowledge.
I hope so.
Of the general public.
Right. But so we want to celebrate Xena. Just
as she
is naked AF, and we like it. Sometimes there's butts.
Sometimes there's butts.
They did
in the desert.
Yeah.
6th season.
We like that, and we're going to talk about it. So 25.
Was that on the list? Butts?
Butts was not. Well, sort of adjacent.
But,
I mean, please keep in mind this is a fun list.
This was we wanted to do not like a serious business kind of list. It was rapid fire.
Yeah, we've done
hungover list.
I think people appreciate that.
And while afterwards it was like, oh no, we didn't include this or that, and it's like, you know what? No, this was the list. And you guys are free to do this exercise too.
Yeah.
Rapid fire, come up with your 25.
Don't second guess yourself.
Yeah, just favorite things.
Yeah.
We should sing
or like
that song.
Things that you love that come to mind.
Song.
Oh yeah, these are the 25 of our favorite things. Oh wait, is that no?
Close enough. Yeah.
Okay, so all right. I'm just reading it like from 1 to 25. This wasn't any kind of like order. It was just like boom, boom, boom.
And we'll elaborate.
Right?
We'll help you elaborate.
Number 1.
Okay.
Gabrielle's patented soft voice.
Remember patented soft voice, you guys? I feel like it's been
a while. We love that
about
it's been a while
since
the show.
We mentioned it, but like the depth of
mind.
emotion that would just be conveyed whenever Renee slipped into that soft voice register.
Mm-hmm. And it was so important, and she got her emotions across to us that way.
Yeah. Oh man, I just heard it. I heard her just say like, "I love you, Xena," in Maternal Instinct.
That may be the number 1 patented soft voice.
Yep, out of all the soft voices.
But I mean, there would be a lot of contenders.
Yeah, tons.
Okay, number 2. Okay, boob touches.
Boob touches?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Let's elaborate. Like, for instance, Liv, you're the one who was, like, describing it.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't, like, name a specific episode, but I was like, guys, when Gabs, like, trips and then needs to, like, get back on her feet, and the only convenient surface nearby that's really, strong and can support her weight is Xena's boobs.
You mean like her breastplate?
Her breastplate.
Right.
She grabs it with both hands and pulls herself up. That happens multiple times.
But sometimes she falls over and then Xena grabs her up by the boobs as well. That happens as well.
And there's also just the sort of like boob shove, like
boob shoves.
Hey, we gotta like
always
we're fighting cutely in day in the life. Let's shove each other's boobs like pals do.
What about Vera?
Yeah. The ultimate. Well, that's kind of like later, but we'll.
Is that
it's
not
part
part
of
of
it.
it?
That's actually a different.
It's a different moment. Yes. However, we'll remind you of this.
We'll reference the boob shoving.
All right.
So number 3, Xena's murder smile.
I can see it. I see it. Wait, Xena. Okay, wait. Actually, clarify. Do you mean like Xena 10 years ago? Or do you mean like Xena now enjoying violence? Or are they the same smile?
They're the same smile.
Same
There is no good
She's
or bad.
the same person.
Yeah, exactly. There is no good or bad. It's the same lady.
She just loves what she does. But yeah, I mean, we talked about that a lot, especially I think in the early seasons of the show. She's just, visibly enjoying herself taking out those bands of goons. And it's so nice. You're so used to the sort of, masculine, stoic, I do what I do, but I don't enjoy it. And she really enjoys it.
Yeah, man. So much murders. Number 4, Lucy's hatred of fight scenes. I like that one.
So, not necessarily Xena
It's like the
show
opposite
related.
of Xena. Yeah. Xena's love of killing.
Loves the fight scenes, but Lucy hates them.
Just her commenting throughout the years, you mean?
Yeah, and how she hated learning the choreography and did it super last minute while Renee studied the shit out of it for days and days and days.
Well, they have very different approaches to things.
And Lucy rolls in, she's like, okay, I gotta do this and this, okay, I'm leaving now, bye. Use my stunt double.
I'd love to be that person. Yeah. I'm more of a Renee, I think.
You are.
Yeah, you're definitely a Renee.
I would love to just roll
I'm definitely a Xena. I like zero planning. I just want to do the thing.
Can I say the story about our World War II class, Katie? At NYU?
I mean, sure. I mean, fast.
It's not that interesting. Okay, it's not interesting, but it shows how you're the Renee and I was the Xena at that moment. Okay, so we had to write a paper for our World War II class, and Katie worked on it real hard and was done days beforehand.
Oh, days beforehand. I do procrastinate.
And then I didn't have my shit together at all. And I was like, oh my God, panic. Gotta write this paper. And pulled an all-nighter, did it, handed it in. And I got an A. I think it was an A-. I literally recently found that paper because it was so good.
You've treasured it.
Yeah, it was about, actually, awesome. It was about female fighter pilots in World War II, Russia.
Oh, awesome.
So it was really cool.
Yeah.
But, anyway, Katie got a B+ or something, and she was so pissed she threw her paper in the trash.
I did.
In a huff. So anyway, Renee.
Might have been a B.
Oh yeah, not even a B+.
I didn't get B's.
Yours was about Australia in World War II, right?
Not cool with. I was like, what? Yeah, it was.
Okay, so. Number 5, directors, T.J. Scott.
Just all of them.
And Frank Jacobson.
Yeah.
Specifically.
But all of Michael Hurst should be on any list.
He should, but he wasn't. He didn't come up for
our... in our rapid fire.
We're going to talk about him a lot in Sparty.
Oh, yeah.
We like the ones that do, the wacky stuff.
The arty. That's part of why I have such affection for TJ, especially as he went so far into the arty territory. You don't see most of the stuff he was doing on TV now.
Yeah, let alone.
Yeah, let alone in 1998. So yeah,
where we just see him pop up.
Disco. Yeah,
Star Trek
Discovery.
Yeah, but it wasn't any weird slow motion.
Oh no, we probably can't do the Star Trek.
But yeah, the fact that the show kind of let him.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, right? Yeah, I admire shows that allow a director to sort of do something different. But I get when shows are it must look the same as the whole thing because the whole thing is one viewing experience.
Story.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's one of the reasons, particularly shows from the 90s are fun, is because I think they were more open to experimenting and just kind of, there are just so many episodes that you can do whatever the hell you want with some of them.
Yeah, but then some people got stuck with oh man, we're super over schedule. Can you do your episode in 5 days? So the most standard looking shit comes out of that, those episodes. And of course, Rick. Little TJ Scott Jr. Okay, number 6, Splish Splash bath time.
Ah, I mean, yeah. What else to say?
It's true.
It happened a lot. And it was good, and I liked how Xena truly loves a bath.
Yeah.
I mean, they're rare for them back in the day.
They don't take,
they're dirty
speaking, they wouldn't be.
I mean, she would go to rivers and, wash there.
I think maybe we decided that they did do that more often than the typical person at the time.
They're clean?
Probably, yeah. I think they really appreciate cleanliness.
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 In Splish Splash time.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I liked, the rare moments when they had, serious bathtub conversations, because it was, so surprising.
Not
that they weren't just, splashing each other.
Or, oh, the soap's in your butt.
Oh, that... What?
When she sits on the soap.
She sits on the soap. Yeah.
Always.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, number 7. Porcupine Monster.
Yeah, I couldn't get...
That was Katie.
I couldn't go through this list without... I mean... I love Porcupine Monster.
Yeah.
It's my favorite episode. I can't believe... Basically because it's just that show made you so emotional about this ridiculous creature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
also that creature was Gabrielle's grandchild.
Right.
That's true.
It's a banana.
Brain busting.
Yeah, but remember that part where he was like, huh?
Yeah.
And looked and was confused who his mom was? It was so upsetting.
I mean,
Awesome.
I still think that's maybe one of the best examples of just the tonal complexity of Xena, where you have it's a horror, it's a melodrama, it's a little ridiculous because it's a porcupine monster, and yet it's
but yet you feel
emotional.
Everything for him. He just wanted a hug, man. He just wanted a hug.
But he's full of porcupines.
He's born that way.
No hugs for Porcupine Monster.
Anyway.
Okay, so leading off from that, number 8, Baby Ro.
Of course.
He needs to be grouped with Porcupine Monster, the monstrous children of Gabrielle.
Yes. Baby Ro is the cutest and creepiest little child.
Yeah.
And you know how we feel about Married with Fish Sticks.
You do know.
We fucking love it.
We do not appreciate any hatred around here, Married with Fish Sticks.
No.
We will not stand for it.
I appreciate the hatred. It's pretty funny how much people hate it.
It is pretty funny.
But Baby Ro was always, I'm not talking about, her other horrifying boy childs, but Baby Ro, she's really cute. And, we're just insane.
Definitely cute.
Little weird monster that they created, this puppet. I love it.
One of my favorite moments, I think, of social media engagement was when we were doing Married with Fish Sticks.
Oh my God, yes.
And I was controlling the Twitter, and just every negative comment about Married with Fish Sticks, I would reply with a different Baby Ro gif. I made about 50 of them and used them all.
Oh my God. That was a good time. And that was a great podcast that we did.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh my goodness. All right, number 9, Lucy blowing fire.
Of course. I mean, she was doing that in the beginning and then at the end. Not in the middle, but they let her do that, which is nuts. They shouldn't have. In the middle, it was better when it was digital, even though it didn't look as cool. But damn.
What a party trick.
The star of the show is doing that.
That's awesome.
Lucy at a barbecue. Guys, check this out. Look what I can do.
And then burns off her eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oops. But so cool. So cool. Yeah.
And I just love the lead up to it. You'd see the bottle of liquor sitting there on the tavern counter, and you'd be like, "Oh no, here it comes!"
Yeah.
So good. Okay, number 10, Renee's abs.
Sure. And arms.
Our arms should be there too. I don't know why it's not written.
Well, you
abs
can't spell Gabs without abs.
You can't.
Yes, the ultimate quote.
I mean, respectfully.
Respectfully is all. We just talked about how their outfits are skimpy. We love them.
Well, it's her strength.
Right.
You know?
Right. And I think, because, to be serious about it, and I literally made a whole vid about this, that, she starts as this little character in the little village wearing, a big skirt, long sleeves, just this little blonde
outfit.
Like, you know. And then by the end, she is season 6 Gabs, and, like, her physicality is part of her character journey. So, respectfully, she looks great.
I agree completely. Number 11.
Yeah?
Kalisto's death scene, and also just Kalisto in general.
Sure.
So now the death scene, right? I mean,
The ultimate boob touch.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
that
was
was like the
talking
boob
about before.
waterfall
of touching?
of death.
I must touch every square inch of you as I die.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very
just
normal.
Such a great moment in the show. The fact that, you know, I think we talked about it at length in our podcast, but I mean, I believe that
I think we talked about it for like that like
scene?
minute of footage for like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not contradicting us while talking about it now, but I mean,
who knows?
you know, I'm like, she wanted that, you know, and she got it.
Well, she had literally asked her to do it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And didn't get
Yeah,
it.
but then there was like the whole discussion, the discourse of like, oh, then she changed her mind and she
Right.
wanted to live. Like, no, fuck you. No, she didn't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But I feel that's Kalista all over. She contains multitudes.
Yeah.
Like, she wants it, but she doesn't want it. And seemingly at the moment where she doesn't want it, she gets it. And she's so grateful.
What an amazing character and presence in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we would say that thing again that we said a million times. Like, you forget she's in, like, 10 episodes.
Yeah.
11. It's like 11 or something like that. And, like, 3 of them, she's, like, Xena.
Yeah,
so, like, really,
right?
like, Kalista's in, like, 7, right?
Yeah, it's nuts.
You know? It's, like,
Yeah.
crazy, the influence.
Yep.
Yeah.
So good, so good.
And shout out to Rick Jacobson for directing that.
For sure, yeah.
All the use of slow-mo. It is some of the most just gorgeous footage, I think, in all of Xena. Just the color palette of that.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
The sparks.
Yeah, the
flying.
literal sparks
flying.
flying.
Oh, speaking of flying, number 12, fly fucking.
Oh, transition.
Also, one of the most
Segue.
beautiful moments in all of Xena.
I
Absolutely.
love that moment. Yeah, so
Was that Rob?
gorgeous.
Did Rob direct that and get... Oh, no, wait. He just wanted that, like, scene that has the shadows and stuff. It was Bittersweet guy, Oli Sasso.
Who directed
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't talk about Oli very much. He was...
Those were great episodes.
He had a great string of episodes, and then he was done. So I guess he kind of faded from our brains.
That's kind of like just go in, do the best ones, and then leave.
Yeah. Get in,
Strategy.
get out. Yeah. But the fly fucking was so gorgeous and meaningful, and the dad was such a huge episode, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Put it so beautifully.
fly fucking, man, it's so
I know.
good
So
to look at.
lyrical, so meaningful,
Yeah.
that fly fucking. That's what its meaning is.
Yeah. yeah.
Well, yeah, it kind of goes with, like, I feel like we were talking about this recently, you know, the, like, lyrical lesbian symbolism of the 90s TV.
Right.
Where you can't have the ladies actually kissing or having sex.
So you
instead
float.
They
You float around
together.
beautifully,
So much
wrap each other in the
floating.
fabric, and then you unwrap them. Beautiful, beautiful.
So much floating.
And also the debt to Wuxia movies.
Yeah, that's the
Huge,
thing. It was like
obviously in
totally.
that. The debt.
Yep.
Ha, ha.
All right, number 13, flipping your feelings out.
It's a good coinage by
Yeah.
Xena Warrior podcast.
I feel like a bunch of these have been a list of coinages by us.
Yeah.
That are best.
Oh, is it 25 of the best moments of us?
Why not? Why not?
It could be, yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly the moment when we coined it. I want to say it's from, what is it called? Last Mariner. With Tony Todd, that up.
The big
When she
flipping
goes
on
Where she
onto
really,
the-
where she
flip
really flips it out. Yeah, flips right onto
to
the
get
boat.
gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was an
Real
insane
desperate
flippage.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna guess it was that
Sure.
I feel
podcast.
like you might be right.
Yeah.
And I remember us counting the rotations.
Oh yes,
a lot. High up
Yeah.
and stuff.
Far away.
Yeah.
And then We recently said in our Assassin's Creed minisode that we now understand that flipping can actually like get you
faster,
like, get you to your location faster.
It seems absurd, but it's
like a human versus a video game.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a video game, and which Xena basically is.
Yeah, exactly.
Flipping isn't just for the feels.
All right, so flipping your feelings out. Number 14, flashbacks to 10 years ago.
I mean, that's probably like my number one favorite thing.
Just seeing
Xena.
that.
I love the 10 years ago's.
Yeah.
And they're always from exactly 10 years ago.
Always. It was really, really awesome when they started doing that because it just changed so much of the character. Like you're watching it and you're like, whatever, she did this and that, and then you see it.
I'm glad they didn't do it right away. I'm glad they held off until season 2 to really start like that, because
they weren't ready in season 1.
Yeah,
they were not ready.
I mean, they have people talking about her past constantly.
Yeah, but like
1, kind of building it up.
As you know, it's like some shows just need to like get to the good stuff.
And that is Rob directed the first 10 years ago.
It was great. It was great.
Do you have a favorite 10 years ago ep?
Ooh, it's rough because it's like. Doesn't the debt count as 10 years ago?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, it's really hard.
Yeah.
They're all so good.
Yeah. Past Imperfect, The Debt.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not the ones like later that where you kind of already like milked all the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Last of the Centaurs felt a little bit like, we've kind of done this already. Though props to that moment where she like throws her cane away.
That was good.
And amazing character continuity sometimes, but let's say most of the time in the 10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I just loved everything to do with her busted legs. But, the fact that her original crucifixion like really, really messed her up like physically as well as emotionally.
Yeah.
And how she had to kind of try to keep control of people like like looking disabled to them or whatever. It was just really interesting.
Yeah, you see that especially I think in the Sin Tray. It's another great 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Directed by T.J. Scott.
That's probably like my favorite, but just because I'm ridiculous. Like it's that thing where you're like the Rachel's favorite movie.
Explain that one.
Friends, which is it's my absolute favorite thing to do, which is it's a very popular, probably one of the top 5 episodes of Friends. People would say, if you like Friends, which I haven't actually watched in a long time, where they do that game of like how well everybody knows each other trivia, and there's a round where I think is it Joey? Wait. Ross is doing all the questions. Ross is doing all the questions. And it's like, Rachel claims that this is her favorite movie. And the answer is Dangerous Liaisons. And then Ross goes, and her actual favorite movie is, and then the answer to that is Weekend at Bernie's. So it's like, there's the thing that you tell people is your favorite. And then like the thing that is actually your favorite. So it would be like The Debt, but really Sin Trade. But Sin Trade is amazing. Yeah. I'm not. It's not like a bad episode.
I think you're like going it should be like The Bittersweet, but really it's
right. Married with Fish Sticks. Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Did you say which one is yours, Liv? Favorite 10 years ago?
It might be Past Imperfect, actually. Just because I love Cetrina. But also I love seeing that side of Boreas. Yeah. And, that's just, it's really impressive how the show kind of tells the story of that relationship over years, of flashbacks. And he's such a ludicrous character because of the way Martin is playing him. But he's really complicated, and I feel like Past Imperfect really pays that off in a big way. Yeah.
Well, I love that you mentioned Boreas because number 15 is Boreas' voice.
No, is it Boreas' voice or Vera doing Boreas' voice?
Yeah, this is another greatest moments of the podcast.
When Boreas is all like, Xena, get in my yurt. I mean, just when we first encountered it and we were just like, what the fuck is happening here? It's a choice. And we grew to love it.
Yeah. I feel, again, that's just so Xena the show, where you have, like, this very bold, you know, it could be laughable. Right. And yet, somehow it is not.
Well, like, by the end of it, it's like you don't even pay attention to it. Like, you just accept that this is
part of the character.
Yeah. So... it's good, and we love Aries.
Vera and I recently made the really terrible life choice of watching Aeon Flux.
Oh, dear. I was only present for the first 10 minutes, and then I was like, goodbye.
Yeah, and we were like, wait, it's gonna get better. No.
Marton Chokish is in it. As a seeming bad guy, who is not a bad guy, but, like, his voice, like, I totally had forgotten because of all the Mariahs. Like, I forget that his voice is, like, you know, like ice cream.
Yeah, not Mariah's voice.
That man has a beautiful voice, so it's really funny to then see Mariahs and be like, what the fuck are you doing, man? That's your best asset.
And a lot of people at the Xena Mixology guessed Aries for a bunch of drinks, or I forget, maybe a specific drink, but there was a lot of guesses for it. I thought that was interesting. I know, yeah.
Well, some characters seem more closely connected to alcohol. Aries is one of them.
Okay, number 16, Gabrielle's arc, just generally speaking.
Just generally
said that. That was me. That was me. And then everyone was
I think I added the just generally speaking, and Vera has written it down.
Quotes, direct quotes here only.
I mean, it is only one of the greatest character arcs on television.
It's just such an evolution. Physical, emotional, mental.
Yeah.
You know, from innocence to experience.
Yeah, and it's not perfect. It's certainly not a perfect arc. They do some stuff that messes it up a little. But it bounces back.
A little bit.
Yeah, it basically worked.
I'm talking about season 5.
Stuck that landing so powerfully.
Season 5?
Yeah. And the hair is really bad at that point, too.
Oh,
Mistakes.
Well, season 5 is definitely
it's a journey. It's part of the journey. The hair goes on a journey. Gab goes on a journey, and it's one of the best.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, number 17.
Okay.
Xena Doppelgangers.
Oh, yeah. I love those. I mean, they're fun.
They're good.
Yeah. It was
this cool, you know, I feel like up until the first Xena Doppelganger episode, like that period when like Lucy Lawless has to kind of be like Clint Eastwood, you know, really like serious, you know, tortured about her past.
Voice, deep voice.
And then suddenly you have like Diana and, you know, this like really silly character. And like I feel like it was the first opportunity for Lucy to really like show her range. So those doppelganger episodes are actually like really important. They like kind of, you know, allowed her to lay down like for everybody, like look what I can do. Use all the sides of me.
I love I loved how it really truly showcased like her comedic roots. As we know, she started on a comedy show. So, and she's funny AF as a human being. Like, it was goofy and just her humor and
it gave us Meg.
I was literally just going to say, give us Meg, who ended up being like a really deep character.
Yeah. Do you ever sometimes think about that part when they're doing the sexy dance and like Virgil's there and that's like what his mom looks like?
I tend to like not think about Virgil, so no. But you're right. It must be weird for him.
I just saw that on the internet somewhere, and I was like, oh god, it's true.
It's true. We talked about Virgil just now, so number 18, Joxer's serious moments.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yeah,
they're shocking when they happen,
and they're good. And
they're good.
In this house, love Ted Raimi.
And in this house, we stand Ted Raimi.
We do.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, why didn't you invite him to the mixology? He should come.
I mean, yeah.
What?
He's like
he's
a bar guy, cocktail guy.
Oh, maybe for part 2.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Yes, let's get him.
But yeah, especially
I feel like he would take over.
Oh, yeah, that's part of why we didn't invite him. Yeah,
maybe
our skills.
Yeah.
Showcase. But back to serious Jackson moments, Fallen Angel, especially, I feel like he just grounds that whole crazy episode with his, like, silent, like, you know, mourning for Xena and Gabs. It's just not a side of him you'd ever seen before either. And it's really powerful stuff.
Yeah, and then, you know, the episode where he loses his blood innocence.
Yes.
Was really memorable.
Really
and he
good.
did such a great job. And honestly, it's like, I think probably talked about it there, where I'm like, I wish there was more of this stuff. I wish that it wasn't, you know, he started out goofy and then ended up being like more of like a serious, mature character, but that did not happen.
It's, you know, it happened a little bit. But I think they weren't fully like in control of that arc the way they were for Gabrielle.
Yeah.
But you feel like old Man Jax was kind of meant to be that. Like, look, this guy has, you know, finally attained some wisdom. But
yes.
Yeah, they needed the goofball, so they could never quite like change him.
Yeah. Okay, number 19, ridiculous ADR.
Oh yeah, flashback.
Flashbacks to season 1 when
all
we
the
had
way
like
back.
Ridiculous ADR of the week type of quotes from various people.
And then what's ADR again? Film people.
Automated dialogue replacement.
Yeah, it's when you have to like record additional stuff to be like, oh, we got to fill some info in here.
And you just hear like ridiculous things from the background of fights or people yelling about Xena, and it was always hilarious. But mostly in the first season, maybe second season.
Yeah, they kind of stopped
crowd
after a while.
Scenes, people being like, "Yeah, that's Xena.
Yeah.
She's the worst."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh, cute.
So adjacent to that, we have number 20, Goons.
Oh, Goons.
Ooh, you can't have an episode without Goons.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't.
Vera, remember your favorite Goon? That's kind of a nostalgic flashback. Kalista's second.
Theodora's?
Theodora's your favorite Goon?
He is my favorite.
Name is, are you a Goon if you're named?
I know, that's a good question. Well, yeah, because they did have the main Goons per episode always had names.
Sure.
It's true that we mostly used Goon as a, you know, because they were like cannon fodder. Xena was kicking in scenes. But it's true that you would have like head Goons. Theodora's being one of them.
That one, and then we also loved the really funny one from like towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember his name.
Happy Returns?
Many Happy Returns,
yes,
Goon.
He was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been at that point so long since he had like a classic Goon feel to an episode.
Yeah, that's part of why Many Happy Returns is so nostalgic to go back to that. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some of the ADR hilariousness.
Oh yeah, totally
squeezed in there.
Yeah. Okay, number 21, Gabrielle's haircut for plot reasons, parentheses, but then also for season 6.
Oh, we talked about her hair already.
That's true. It's part of it.
But I mean, my favorite part obviously, yes, the hair helps tell the story. She's a mature character. You know, in the later season, she should look different, yada, yada. But I just love that, like, literally her getting a haircut is, like, a major plot moment in the show, like, because of the way that flashback works. Or flash forward, I should say.
You're right.
So I thought that was really clever and funny, and
we were shocked when we watched it, and it was like so good. Yeah, how it gets cut.
Yeah, and the actual moment of the cutting.
Bob, why ruin it? Is my question.
A lot of questions between the lines.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was really cool.
I mean, that's the whole Xenavision, like, structured the whole season.
Season 4, I mean, still, for me, is just, like, the best season of the show.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, I just think it's, it's set up really well, structured really nicely, has all these episodes that kind of, carry that main plot forward, even if they're not about it. Like, for example, Crusader with Najara and Xena contemplating leaving Gabs because of the vision. I think the way they use the vision, like, in so many episodes that season is really smart.
Number 22. Kyle Urban, a.k.a. Carl Urban, and his many roles.
We love you, Carl.
He's so good. I
am a little worried if I ever meet him, I would call him Kyle. Yeah. I hope he'd enjoy that.
He probably won't, because he won't understand.
He won't get it. But then he'd be like, whatever, sign your autograph, get out of here, give me my money.
He's wonderful.
He's great, you know, started with Cupid with that ridiculous hair, and then all the way to Caesar and the ridiculous hair. His perfect little hair hat.
Yeah, and I feel like we had conversations about whether he's actually, like, good, or whether it's, like, good acting, and I think it is. I love how hateable his Caesar is.
Yeah.
He's such a petulant little boy man.
Yeah, I mean, that's very specific and a good description of it. And he gave us that amazing blooper about inventing a salad.
I love that I've invented a new salad.
It's so good.
It's funny.
It's worth it for... Everything's worth it for that.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's good. And very famous now.
If he's very famous
Very
now.
famous now, yes. Number 23. The way Xena says Aries.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. She says it really good. Does this lead into the next one?
It kind of does, but not sort of.
Yeah, because she says that a lot.
She does.
And it's really good. And it's just full of so much meaning and emotion. Mm-hmm. You get it.
And that guy is always there.
He is.
Yeah,
he's always there.
Yeah, he's
she
always
smell him out.
Right. I love that
the
this
air.
show never explains that. That's just a thing she can do. It's fun every time, and I their relationship is awesome, even if it's not our OTP.
But it's huge for the show.
Yeah, it's huge. It's deep. Yeah, it goes to interesting places.
Okay, number 24, Serious Aphrodite plus shout out. Oh, Siri is talking to me because I said Serious Aphrodite.
That's so
plus
funny.
Shout out to the rest of the immortals featured in the
Absolutely.
show, like Aries, and I said, looking at you, Athena.
Aww.
Yeah, you're a little fave. I mean, obviously, now every time we pointed out like a more comedic character, we've been like, the times they're serious.
Yeah, we love when they get serious.
But I mean, Aphrodite great constantly, all around, generally, but cannot go without talking about Aphrodite, and then just also like, what the hell? That I can't remember any episode names right now. The Twilight of the Gods, when she's like helping, and it's so good.
Motherhood, I think, is her big moment. Yeah.
Spare the Bard.
Spare the Bard.
OTP
so
words,
good.
I guess.
Yeah.
So good. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess those are them.
It's so
And
good.
Aphrodite and Aries are the two best.
Yeah.
Like, and just so good.
I mean, the show kind of did some of the other ones dirty, but whatever.
Yeah,
but
they
weren't
really
hardly
featured.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Aphrodite and Aries are characters. And obviously, like we don't watch Hercules, where they're also characters.
That's true.
But I think they featured a lot more. And like Aries is like really important to Xena, whether you like it or not. Vera.
I know. He had a good arc too. So
yeah.
Unless you count the weird flash forwards in like Deja Vu and all that shit.
I mean, that's complicated.
I don't need him in the 90s.
Or in What's It? The last one, second last
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Yeah, well, that was very confusing. Soul possession.
Yeah, soul possession. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, number 25. This is our last one.
Okay.
And it's pretty, I think it's a sweet one. It's Walking with Argo in beautiful New Zealand.
Aww.
Emosh.
It's like we did that.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, I love those times I would walk with Argo in beautiful New Zealand.
But it's a very specific shot. You can see it a lot in like vids.
It's iconic.
It's iconic,
Literally an icon, yeah.
I mean, New Zealand is a character in the show, and the show would be totally
So is
different.
Argo.
Yeah, okay, but I'm talking about the landscape. It would be so
Argo
different.
erasure.
If it was filmed anywhere else.
Yeah.
No,
it's so beautiful.
Yeah, but like it's iconic imagery of like Xena and her horse and Gabrielle and like
journeying.
Yeah, exactly.
On their travels.
Sometimes she makes Gabs walk. But sometimes they're together on the horse.
Their entire relationship as a point does not need to be on the list because it goes without saying.
Oh, well, yeah. It was sort of, it was a lot of the numbers, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't doing that kind of list.
Yeah, but this reminds me of the evolution of the, that first Xena would make Gabs walk, and then eventually Gabs, like, got onto Argo, like, behind Xena, and then eventually Gabs got her own horse, and they just ride around together. More or less.
Sort of. Ish. Remember, she had a whole relationship with Argo. Argo did not like...
Argo made her feelings known. Yeah.
She was like,
Remember how then there was Argo 2? I totally forgot about that.
Because the time situation. Time jumps are fun. Honorable mention, except for some of that didn't work out so well. But I do love a time jump, sort of.
Well, that was our list. I mean, there's plenty of moments that we love, of course.
I mean, way more than 25, but 25 is what we had to do because it's the 25th anniversary. Yes, exactly. So that's the same number.
We'll come back for the 50th.
Oh, so many moments.
See you again in 25 years.
Oh, shit. That's good. Twin Peaks, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Check out the Mixology, please. It was so good. And, let us know your fave rapid fire moments. And follow us on all the 7 things.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we are on the internet. XenaWarriorPodcast.com. You can find all of this stuff. You can listen to us all the places where you listen to podcasts, including now Spotify. So if you listen to Spotify, you can find us on there finally. Hooray. And we are on Apple Podcasts, and you can, like and rate, leave reviews, things like that, which we love to read.
We've gotten some really great reviews recently.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, thank you, reviewers.
Thank you. And we're on Twitter at Xena Warrior Pod, and Facebook Xena Warrior Podcast.
The power,
the passion,
the podcast.